thing going on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Three Cars with Birdie. Thanks for tuning in. We got Kooly here as our guest today. We're doing a podcast on Saturday. We're a little bit behind. Obviously, we skipped last week because we were on vacation at the Players Championship, and that's kind of what we want to talk to you guys about on this episode here. We were first Players Championship for all of us, but it was Kooly's first tournament ever. But, I think we should really, hammer down on that. Let's talk about the players. Let's talk about our vacation down there, the weather, everything, and we'll just kind of go from there.
I mean, that was my first ever golf tournament to go to and watch the pros. And honestly, I don't think we could have picked a better one for my first one. The layout was easy. It was so cool to follow them through them holes. It was like just like walking a regular golf course that. And, the biggest thing I noticed from the pros hitting the ball compared to us is that sound, that like sizzle the freaking ball makes.
Oh, yeah. Once it takes off.
Tee, that is insane. Yeah, yep. I've never been that close to them hitting the ball, and that was pretty awesome.
Also, when you hear the thud of the golf ball itself, the club face to the golf ball, it's such a different impact sound compared to ours.
Crisp, like every time, even when they don't hit it very good.
Everyone. They square it up every time. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, cool.
But so we the start of our vacation, Kooly actually drove down there, on Tuesday?
Left on Tuesday to get to South Carolina at my cousin's house. Stayed the night to break up the ride, and then it was only about a 5-hour ride from South Carolina to Jacksonville to meet up with y'all.
Yep.
Yes. And then Cody, myself, and our buddy Mike Nolta, we all flew on that Wednesday morning, bright and early, and we got down there about noon, I'll say, right? 11:30
We got to the other house at like 11:45. And then actual
got there a little early. A good flight. Got about 15 minutes early on the flight, so that helped. But the weather was phenomenal when we got down there that day. The whole week, actually. It was fantastic.
Perfect.
So we got there that Wednesday. We went to the beach, had a good time at the beach for a little bit.
It was great.
Good barbecue.
Yeah, we landed and got an Uber right away. Uber took us to the wrong house.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
On that one, that's me. Hand up on that one. We were staying at 629 North.
Yep.
3rd Avenue
in Jacksonville. If anybody from Jacksonville listens to this podcast, your city fucking sucks. How do you have a 3rd Avenue 6 blocks away from each other?
From another 3rd Avenue.
Their main road that comes in, going east to west, and then, blocks north and south are counted from there. But they count in both directions.
Yeah.
You shouldn't do that.
Nope.
If you're going to do it in one direction, makes sense, north or south.
I pulled up too, and I'm calling them like, hey, yo, is this the house? Because the first 629 south looks like a dump. And I'm like,
my favorite.
There's no way Cody is having us stay here. There wasn't even a driveway or anything. Cody's like, oh, no, you did the same thing we did. You showed up.
Oh, dude, I couldn't believe it.
When we pulled up in the Uber, bro, I wish there was a camera on my face because I was like, this is the house. I get out, I get my suitcases, and I'm just, my wheels are spinning in my head, and I'm like, all right, Cody, you can solve this problem. You can solve this. You might have to get another Uber to the next place. And then we pulled it up. Nick did, and I was like, oh, no, it's this one. It's actually like a 10-minute walk.
So when we stopped, bro, when we got to the house, the dude's like, all right, we're here. And Cody was so skeptical. The look on his face, he's like, pulls out his phone immediately. He's like looking at the house and stuff on his phone, trying to compare the two. He's like, these don't look like the same house.
They're both yellow, but they don't.
He's saying this, and you can tell like he's going through it, and then so he's slowly pulling the guy. He's like, you're right. It's a 629. You're right. And then we got the car. And we're just staring at the address like, damn, it does say 629, and that's the address of our street and the house. And then sure shit, we found out that Cody gave him 629 south instead of 629 north.
Yeah, that's definitely my bad. Like we said, 10-minute walk. Ended up getting there early. The awesome ladies cleaning our Airbnb let us, kind of check in per se, get changed, go to the beach. We had a great beach day on the first day. Kooly rolled up about like 3 o'clock.
Yep.
Yeah.
About 2:30, 3 o'clock. Y'all met up with me, and then we went back to the beach.
Back to the beach.
Yeah.
That was one of our big missions. Was beach time.
The actual Airbnb house was legit.
Dude, it was sick.
Patio, had a living room.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was, the kitchen was nice.
Yeah.
The bathrooms were nice. The bedrooms were well kept.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like I told Nick, it was the best hit I've gotten on Airbnb. I've struck out quite a few times,
which is shocking to me.
Yeah, because I've gotten a lot of good ones on Airbnb.
Yeah, and really? Cody just is like travels everywhere. So to hear you say that was the best one, I was shocked.
Yeah, that was the best one easily, and that one was so nice. I mean,
2 showers.
So used to getting Airbnbs for myself usually, so I'm like staying in one person's apartment. So it's kind of to really judge an apartment. It's hard. There's only so many rooms you can judge it off of. That house, you could kind of tell. I could tell a little bit better. Like, okay, this is going to work well.
It's perfect.
Even though we only had 3. Remember, we were only supposed to have 3 of us.
Yeah.
And ended up bringing you, which was awesome. So the first day was great. Blue never. We'll get Blue back on here because we got to talk about his eating habits and him being the most loved person in Point Verda for like 2 days.
Yeah, for
Michigan fan.
Good Lord.
Blue came down with us, and he had never had brisket. So the first night, Kooly, it made an executive decision, real easy. We're going to go ahead and get some barbecue. Kooly killed it on the meals every night.
I don't know why they left it up to me, but they did, and I didn't mind. I picked out some good spots for us to eat.
Yeah, it was awesome. We went and had brisket. Do you remember what you got?
The bearded pig. I got the brisket and smoked chicken, and it was awesome. They had like 4 or 5 house barbecue sauces.
Oh, yeah.
Table, I think I tried all of them. They were all pretty good except for that.
Yeah. Every single one of them was good.
Yeah. Ghost pepper one was a little.
Yeah, I can't do that one.
But yeah, that food was good. And brisket, didn't Blue say he almost would take a steak? He was like, that was so good. He's like, I might eat brisket over a steak.
Which is
that ghost pepper one, dude. You were talking about it or whatever. I didn't hear you say ghost pepper, but you handed it to me. You were like, man, that's some good stuff. Fucking put a big thing of it on there. Kooly's like, but it's ghost pepper. It's just and I was like, oh shit, I got a big ass fucking blob
of it on there.
Yeah.
You started scooping it off.
I took that bite knowing what I was getting into after he said that, and it hit me. It hit me.
Oh yeah.
It's not at first, but that little bit of linger at the end is like give me something to drink.
The worst part is, I'm pretty sure it was called like a safe name. Like
no, it wasn't. It was Triple X.
That one was Triple X. I was thinking of a different.
So when I grabbed it, I didn't read the bottle neither. It was turned around. It was turned around, but I was like, just poured it on my plate, and then when I ate it, it was hot, and that's when I turned it around and saw the Triple X's on it. And I was like,
that's never a good thing. It's great. Yeah, no, the barbecue sauce is pretty good. I did have a little bit of hot one too, and then I just covered it in like the savory one, the sweet, and then I was like, all right, that's perfect.
They were all good.
Yeah. So that was the first night, and then the second day we kicked off. We went and played. They went and played Hidden Hills.
Yeah.
How'd you guys like it? What was it like?
I thought the layout was legit. It was a lot like TPC water. Then the back nine it like dried up though. Like the back nine was dry. I didn't play very very good, but our challenge, our 2-hole challenge, I picked up my game a little bit and gave him a run for his money on par 4 and the par 5 that we played.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an interesting course for sure. Definitely has some challenging holes out there. But the overall golf course itself, like how well it was kept up, I wasn't impressed with. I feel like they lacked
a lot of views out there.
Yeah, I feel like they lacked some the greens and stuff. They could have been better. The tee boxes even. I'm not really asking for much out of the fairways out there right now because I know it's not like their best season for it. So, but I'm kind of thinking like, all right, well they'll take care of the greens and the tee boxes. It was it let me down a little bit, needless to say.
Definitely the tee boxes. There was a couple of tee boxes where you couldn't stand flat. I know Nick. I saw him behind the markers, behind the tee box markers, and I was going to say something, but then it's like, no, I ain't going to blame. I'm not blaming them because you're standing on hills or dirt in between the markers. Yeah.
It was a struggle teeing off a little bit, but of course, for what we paid the first day at Hidden Hills, it was manageable. I think it could have been a little cheaper, but it was right around the price range it should have been at.
Yeah, I think $65.
$8 for a small bucket of balls.
That was cool.
Not cool. Yeah, that was not bad.
Together, we walk up first day, and Kooly and Nick obviously have the nerves of first round of golf on the trip, and I'm sitting there hanging, and I get to watch them, hit practice shots, and they're fucking smoking them. Kooly's hitting fucking arrows with his driver.
I wish I could just hit balls on the range.
It was great. And it was just them on the range. It was a beautiful range, well kept. pretty well kept.
Honestly, the tee boxes on the range were nicer than
they were
some
very
of the
well
ones on the
kept.
golf
Yeah.
course.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. So it was fun. I tipped back a little bit since I didn't get to play, so I had some Tito's and Powerade and took a little bit of mushrooms.
Having a good time.
Yeah,
Cody got crunk out there.
Yeah, we had a good
shots
time.
with the cart girl.
Took shots with the cart girl.
Nick had 2 birdies, so we had to take a couple shots out there.
Back to back, right?
Yeah, I wish it was on the video.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Kooly said 2-hole match on YouTube. That video is out if you guys want to go peep that, give it a look.
Got the shot tracer on there.
Yeah, I finally put a little shot tracer on there. It's not perfect. It was just, a quick one to throw on there. Give you guys an idea of kind of where the ball's going. But,
Get better at it as you go along.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And is that the first video with shot tracer?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nice. All right.
I think it's something just to add, for the people, for you guys, just to add a little bit more, Yeah. I don't want to make it seem like I'm not trying. We're not trying. We're definitely trying to make them better.
Of course. So. Yeah, and then we did that, and then it led into what we really came down there for.
Yep.
The tournament.
Well, you want to talk about the Italian restaurant that we went to?
The Italian restaurant was good.
Milano's.
Yeah, Milano's.
We end up getting there on Throwback Thursday. We were looking at appetizers. Then
totally forgot about that.
Then the waitress comes up. She tells us like, "Oh yeah, $1 slices of pizza, a quarter per topping." And so instead of getting appetizers, we all ordered. Well, me and Cody ordered pizza.
Yeah.
Because
then Nick ordered.
Like Cody's saying, Blue is an odd eater. He doesn't eat cheese or potatoes for some reason.
We need an intervention with Blue.
To talk to him.
No cheese, no potatoes. Never had brisket. What the fuck is going on?
Waffle House. We still never took him to a Waffle House. Yeah.
I haven't been to a Waffle House.
Okay.
That one.
Yeah.
I mean, you do live in Michigan, but if you go anywhere down south, you got to go to a Waffle House.
Ohio, I think has Waffle House.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
So it was a good time. What'd you end up getting?
I had chicken marsala, and it was very good. So was the pizza. Nick saw mine and Cody's pizza come out, and he ended up ordering pizza too.
Oh, yeah.
I fucked up by not getting that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Cody just inhaled his shrimp Alfredo because his plate was literally like clean.
Really, really, really fast. Everyone tells me how fast I ate. When we were at Joe's, side note, when we were at Joe's this past week for Steak Wednesdays or whatever, first one done eating.
Everybody's
it's just everybody's still eating. I was like, that's like
Cody's plate was lit. It looked like he licked it clean almost. I was like, God damn. I was like, shit. I still got like half of my plate still going on over here.
Yeah, you would think I starved myself with how I eat. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But it was a good time.
Yeah. That was a perfect meal.
What'd you get, Nick? Do you remember? Did you get pasta too?
I don't fucking remember.
Y'all got pasta. Y'all got the shrimp Alfredo.
Yeah, the shrimp Alfredo, I think.
Oh, yeah, because you got fucked up that night.
Yeah.
We each got sick every night.
All of us had the runs at least one
every night. Every night.
Michael.
Yeah. My bad.
It was crazy. Kooly first night.
Yep.
Nick the second night.
Yep.
Blue the third. And me the fourth night.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, the fourth night I was...
The last night Cody went through it, bro.
I think I just got done... We'll get to it.
We'll get
Friday first.
talk about the players.
Introduce them to the players. How'd it go? We walked in.
Man, we walked in. It says, "Welcome to the players." You walk right into 17. It couldn't have got any better.
Crazy.
We got there super early too, so there was like nobody. The first, we ended up catching. What was his name? What's his name? The waste management guy.
Oh, Charlie Hoffman. Yeah.
And Valimaki.
Yeah. Yep.
Valimaki.
Yep. Valimaki. And another Sam. Another Sam. Yeah.
Yep. Finishing up there Thursday round because it got dark on.
About that. Yeah.
And that was cool. We just got to catch the last couple holes. Nobody was there, so I mean, I could have gave a high five to Charlie Hoffman with how close we were to him, and we watched him come through 17 and 18 and finish up. And the walk-in is awesome, and you big welcome to the players. You got all the past champions on the PGA Tour store when we walk by it, and then the first tee box you walk out is just you see nothing but the water and the island green right there on 17, and you walk through the stadium. Like I said, I couldn't ask for a better one for my first one. Yeah, that was awesome.
Nick, how'd you like it?
I fucking loved it, man.
Yeah.
Fucking loved it.
What were some of your highlights?
It's really close to being up there with the waste management. The only thing that it doesn't have is all the drinking and chaos, you know?
The
partying. Other than that, honestly, the layout of the course itself is extremely easy to walk through. You have plenty of space, to manage and see shots and to get around. They really do make that easy.
Yeah.
And waste management was similar to that, but nothing like the players. 17, incredible. I think seeing the Island Green in person looks a little bit closer than seeing it on TV. Like when you see it on TV, you're like, man, it looks a little farther or whatever. When I see it in person, I'm like, it looks a little closer. Or vice versa, my bad. When I see it on TV, it looked close, and then when I see it in person, it looked farther.
That's a lot of water. That's a lot of water. I know.
Yeah. Doesn't look that much water when they got that angle coming down. But when you're standing there.
But I think the viewing experience too for spectators, they make that very incredible because, like I said, it's like a stadium style course.
There wasn't a bad
viewing.
There wasn't a bad spot on that hill on 17, man. You could have been anywhere on that hill and saw that hole.
Yeah, and that 17 hole gets packed, man. In the morning when we first got there, you could sit wherever the fuck you wanted, it seemed like. And then by the afternoon wave, man, you're shoulder to shoulder.
We were paying people to take their spots.
Yeah. So we sat on the hill in the morning, sat down. We're still watching shots, sitting down, and you couldn't sit down in the afternoon when we came back. There was no way. You were standing up. Everybody was standing there.
Right. I think I do want to shout out my biggest highlight from the tournament itself was when Scotty Scheffler chipped in on that par three
on
for birdie, man. Spectacular. We had a great view of that, and then the crowd just fucking roared, just went insane for it. But what about you guys? You have a favorite highlight of that tournament?
I mean, the whole shot was great. Favorite highlight.
Cody probably loves the clubhouse.
Yeah, the clubhouse was great, man. You know me, I'm a big architecture guy, and that thing is like, it looks
like a castle.
Yeah, it looks like a castle. It's insane. Well, what I didn't realize is that the PGA Tour headquarters is down the street. We passed it on the way there. And as soon as I realized that, I was like, oh, the course makes a lot more sense now. The headquarters right there. You have to have like the nicest
phenomenal
course. You know what I mean? The most well manicured course in your backyard. And it was on full display. I mean, we walk in. Unfortunately, when we walked in, I got a little freaked out because I had told you guys before, I'm kind of cheap. I gotta fucking buy a golf simulator. Fuck you guys. So I decided to buy a pint of Jack Honey, and I put it where it should go. We're gonna sneak it in, and we walk in, no problems walking in. There wasn't a line, no line. I mean, a breeze. And we get in, and this older gentleman who's helping people as they were walking in, looks at us and he goes, "What's that illegal stuff you got there?" Something along those lines.
He said, "Hold up, sir. Can you stop right there?"
Yeah.
And Cody ran. Instantly ran. Dude. You guys should have seen it.
Shut the fuck up.
It was nuts.
So he says that, and I'm in awe. We're all in awe of just getting through the gates, and there's this beautiful bridge that takes you, and you look like you're about to walk into Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
like it's fucking awesome. Seriously,
it's
so cool. And he stops us and he says, "Excuse me, sir. Like, do you have something illegal or something like that?"
Bring that in
here.
I
can't let you bring that in here.
Yeah.
That's what a verbiage to say. Use of words.
He wasn't even talking to Cody.
He wasn't even talking to me. He was talking to Blue. Our guy Blue was wearing Michigan stuff, decked out because they had won the championship, unfortunately. And go Blue. A lot of go Blues. More go. If you would have asked me,
my ears are ringing.
Way wrong.
God dang.
He just kept getting go Blue
all day long.
So it was pretty interesting. There's a lot of Michigan people in Florida, though. So the tournament turned out great. Like they said, walked to 17. Got to see those guys tee off to start.
So
got to watch them.
Getting stopped by the security guy, your highlight of the
No. The absolute highlight was probably just sitting on the third hill, on the hill of the third hole, like right by the green. We were on the left side of it. It was just great because we had everything we needed. We had the bathroom right there. I had water right there. Yep. We had a perfect spot. I mean, we were pin high on the green, maybe 30 yards from the green. I mean, it was great. We got to see every shot come in. That was probably the highlight. I was like, man, this is like, you should have to pay extra to be sitting where we're sitting right now. Like,
right there.
Like we had such good seats. No one's bothering us. The people next to us were super nice. We were talking to them. So that was my highlight. The third green ended up being my favorite hole and definitely a highlight. It was perfect time. The shrooms just started kicking in. So it was, it was a blast. I had a blast there. And then finishing with my favorite golfer, Sung J.M.
Yep.
He didn't get to birdie, but I got to watch him play 17.
Stopped and watched.
First time ever seeing Sung J play, and I've been a fan since I started golfing. So that was cool. I mean, he stuck a dart to like I think 7-8 feet. Missed the putt unfortunately, but it was awesome. Such a good time. Like Nick said, I can reiterate, course layout, 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10. I don't think we'll find a better course layout, if I'm being honest. At least not around here. Maybe
And
if
honestly,
we go across the pond or something.
I'd like to go back because we did miss a few holes.
Yeah, 10 through 16 we met.
But the holes we saw, we followed Rory from like 3 to 9.
Yeah, made the turn with him.
Yeah, that was cool. I'd say my highlight was probably like non like on the course related. We got when we were walking out, Tommy Fleetwood. I'm a pretty big Tommy Fleetwood fan, and we got him to walk by and actually got a reaction out of him. He said, "What's up, guys?" to us like as he walked by, and then we got to leave. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, we got to see him and Sam Burns walking from 9 to 10 tee. It's a fucking jog, dude. It's a jog.
And then I like Tony Finau too, and following him, we got to follow him like through what 4 through 7 or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was something like that, 4 through 8.
And that was
maybe.
cool watching him play number 6 off the tee, being right behind him, and he hits a driving iron and he plays with the water a little bit and he fades it right to the middle of the fairway. That was cool, being right behind him. Yeah, that was probably my favorite shot that I saw all weekend.
Yeah,
one of the most impressive shots I seen though was probably when Rory McIlroy hit it from the trees there out and on the green.
Yeah, that was cool.
And I didn't even have a good view of that, but
we were standing on 8.
Yeah, we were standing on 8.
What I did see, I mean, he had to do basically what Tony Finau did early in the day when we seen him. Hole 8 or some shit, right around there. 7
we were on 18.
They push their drives right, and it's in the trees. And I mean, they have literally 2 shots. They have one shot to keep it like basically go in the bunker, and then there's a little window that they could have hit through. Still had to keep it low, but he had a little bit better of a shot on the green if you hit that. Tony Finau and Rory both hit that shot. Tony Finau's went in the bunker earlier in the day, but Rory hit that shot, hits the face of that bunker, bumped up and rolls to the back of the green. I mean, it was impressive. I mean, obviously the fans went crazy for that one too, but what a shot.
That was cool to watch it from where we were kind of elevated on the 8th tee looking back towards that hole too. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, that was a great time. We got to watch Wyndham Clark, I think, go birdie.
Yep.
On a couple holes.
Yep.
So that was 17 and 18, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 17.
Yeah, right before they finished. It was great because the course layout was so wonderful. It was very easy to keep up with groups. Yep. So if you guys watch the PGA Tour, what they do is they'll put like 2 or 3 feature groups right back to back, and then a whole bunch of other people, and then more 2 feature groups halfway through the day. And it allowed us to maneuver through the course pretty easy. I mean, some of the other courses we went to, I mean, you really had to like plan to get around the course to get to them on time. Yeah. For us, it was easy. It was like they're on 7, we're on 5. We'll meet them at 7 green. Yeah. It wasn't, you know what I mean? We didn't have to plan for 8 tee or something.
Let's get ahead of Rory. All you had to do was go to the next tee box. You didn't really have to go crazy.
Yeah, it didn't take. Yeah, you didn't have to go 2 or 3 holes ahead because it's such a far walk to the next one, or it was inconvenient because they don't want you to walk. Wherever.
Food was easy. We didn't wait in line for
That's the worst part. Was
the
burger.
The
burger. And
burger and
Nick's.
I forgot about the burger.
Nick's fucking
Nick's breakfast burrito. Yeah, that took forever to come.
I lost a half hour.
Of his life, he'll never get back.
Waiting for fucking breakfast sandwich.
And then we balled out at the PGA Tour store. I got a couple hats and then a lot of ball markers.
Yeah,
a bunch of ball markers.
Same.
Yeah,
I got a hoodie. The golf ball looks like the sun. It's got a palm tree on it. It says the players, and then in the hood, it's got the players. It's got the players a bunch of times in the print in the inside of the hoodie. It was pretty sweet.
Yeah. One more thing I do want to say about the course too. Obviously, well manicured, but we can't stress enough by how easy it was to walk from hole to hole. I mean, they made it a bunch of different cut through routes too, where like you didn't just have to follow the cart path or something all the way up to a hole or the green. there was spots where you could there was on one hole you could cut through the fairway. I forgot what hole that was.
That was sick.
They opened up the ropes and you could cut through to get to the other side and along the cart path.
Was it?
Yeah, that was fine.
You get up to the green, there's cart path going left, cart path going right, a walkway going, cut through the grass. So I mean, multiple different ways to get to tee boxes and greens and fairways, which was very neat.
Around the turn, it was crazy too, because number 9, I remember there being like a ton of open space in between like 9, 7, and 8.
Yep.
They had all the concessions set up there too, and then like Nick said, you could go either way. If you wanted to go back to the holes like 4 through 6, you could go to the left. If you wanted to go to the back 9, all you did was make a right hand. All you did was make a right hand turn, and you were over there back by 17 and 18 and all that over there too. Yeah,
which wasn't how it was at Austin Country Club at Del Match Play last year. I mean, you had to follow the path, follow the people. I mean, there was basically 1 or 2 ways.
You were cattle.
Oh,
there. Yeah, everyone was cattle.
That was cool how open it was. Yeah, I liked. There was only a couple times we got shoulder to shoulder with people, and that's because I mean, you're watching the main group on 17. Yeah. You're gonna be shoulder.
I want it to be like that for the main group on 17. Exactly.
Or when we were following around Rory, if you were at the next tee box when they made it over there, everybody filled in behind.
Yeah, you can see how much he moves the needle for golf too. Yeah. And how many people love that guy. Yeah. Rory McIlroy is such a loved dude on tour, man. Players and fans, everyone follows him.
It's astonishing to watch him play.
We got to see him mess around with that toad on number 3.
Yeah,
and we didn't know what he was doing because he was down in kind of like the divot of that side of that green. And then after the controversy he has the day before, we were like, "What's he doing over there?" Victor Hovland is smiling at him, and so is Jordan Spieth. They're kind of like giggling, like, "What's he doing over there?" And then the frog keeps jumping out of the grass by his ball. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, that really was. That's one of those moments when, like, if you were watching TV, no misunderstanding.
Yep. You would
you're like, what the fuck's happening over there? Yeah. It was great. It was a phenomenal tournament. I'm glad you got to come. I'm glad it was your first tournament.
First time.
Let's rate the tournament out of 10. What do you rate it?
Oh, fuck, dude. I mean, 8.5. I mean, the food could have been like a little better, especially like timeliness for sure. But 8.5. It's going to be hard to get a 10. So that's a great score.
See, I think waste management's pretty close to a 10 for me. That's like a 9.8.
Yeah, waste management for me is
clean. So
it's clean. Yeah, obviously. Waste management.
But they were quick with the food, the drink. You got free drinks.
Oh, okay.
A drink coupon.
Oh, yeah.
Cody.
Yeah.
He is doing something.
That was the most time-consuming part of our trip, was grabbing them couple of meals.
Yeah.
But I mean, I got a free sub at the first place that we went to, so I mean that wasn't terrible. Yeah.
Black, bro. Shout out to Firehouse.
Yeah, for real.
What was your grade on that, Kooly?
I was gonna say Cody gave it a little higher. I was gonna say 8, but obviously it's the first one that I've been to, so I don't really have much of a bar.
Right, baseline to go off.
Baseline and on. But I had a great time.
Yeah. The weather was great too.
Yeah.
Just hot enough to like make you sweat just a little bit.
I was wearing pants and it wasn't.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, you were in pants.
Yeah. Nice little breeze every now and then. Plenty of shaded areas.
I couldn't have done.
You weren't like
pants was not the show that day for me. No way.
The shorts felt great. But I can see it. You rock pants all the time, so it's normal for you.
Yeah, especially on the golf course.
And then,
what about you?
8.9 out of 10.
Yeah,
just under 9. Yeah, it's close to a 9.
And obviously, you guys saw the finish. Scotty Scheffler comes back from 5 or 6 strokes.
Fucking insane.
I was driving back. From South Carolina.
Shoots a 65. Goes in the clubhouse at 20 under.
Yeah. That putt by Wyndham Clark. Can't believe that didn't.
Crazy. 16. They're on 16. Xander pars it. Stays back 2 strokes. Or I'm sorry. Birdies it. Goes back 1 stroke. Par 17 after he sticks it to like 5 feet.
Oh, for real?
5 feet. Him and Wyndham put it so close. Wyndham sinks his. Xander doesn't sink his. They both go into 18 and 19 under.
Yeah.
Xander hits not the best drive. Wyndham hits a pretty good drive. Xander's second shot is also not the best. So you're like, all right, it's just Wyndham.
Was a little underrated for me too. That was a cool freaking hole to stand there and see that going back towards the clubhouse. Yeah.
And it's cool. I didn't even think about it, but like as you just said that at 18, it's great because you're either looking at them hitting in the fairway, which isn't far, or they're hitting where you're standing. Those are the 2 options.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that I didn't think about that, but that makes it better. We saw 4 people in the Pine Needles as we were walking back and forth. Yep. And we'd stop and go, okay, well, let's watch this real quick. So
I know Hoffman was real close to us over there when he did it.
Yeah, him and Valamanki, I believe, they both ended up going over there.
Who did y'all pick in the players that week? Who were y'all players?
Ricky Fowler.
Oh yeah, Ricky.
We
watched him go in the water.
Yeah.
I need to give that guy a hug.
I think I caused that. Yeah. I feel bad. Like Will was walking over to the tee box, and I say, "Hit a good one here." And he fucking puts it in the water, and I'm like, "Dude, he was probably like, I gotta hit a good one for homie over
here." Like, somebody kick this fucking guy out, dude. I'm kidding. No, it was such a good time.
But that was cool to be able to watch the players that y'all picked in y'all thing, even though they didn't play very good. But we saw Ricky do pretty good on a couple of holes.
Dude, 17, pretty close.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he put it pretty close, which was cool. That hole was just...
That was so awesome, dude.
Yeah, and you get to see 16 right there. I don't know why, but I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I guess I've been so hyper focused on 17. But dude, teeing that short par 5 finish, dude, that's just as exciting.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Big shout out to the camera guy too on 17, way up 100 feet in this little crane.
On the crane, or the drone, or the guy in the little boat. That was pretty cool.
You know, getting us some sick shots on that with that camera up there, dude. I don't know. If you got to go to the bathroom, good. I mean,
yeah. What do you do?
How long? Walkie-talkie down.
Yeah, I wonder how many times he does. How long he's up there?
Goes to the bathroom as much as he can before he goes on the ship, like I do on airplanes. Like, all right, everything's out of my body. Let's go.
Also, I'm kind of shocked. Like they didn't give him like a fucking umbrella or anything.
Something.
The sun. This dude's up there, just beat with that sun.
Yeah,
but yeah, that was
a good time.
That was such a blast, man. The weather was perfect for it too. Yep. And then we got to play golf on the
Windsor Park.
Windsor Park,
which was cool.
Yeah. Greens were a little nicer, I thought, at that course, but again, it was super leafy, almost like it was fall or something. Like they weren't blowing the leaves out the course or something. That was kind of weird. I noticed you said something about like the 4th hole. Like, man, what is it? Fall?
It's exactly what I said. I said, "What the fuck is this shit?" Yeah. My ball's under 3 leaves. I almost lost it.
I couldn't hit a tee shot the second day to save my life or a chip shot. I was putting good all weekend.
Yeah, putting great, honestly. It's all right. Golf hard.
Yeah.
And it's the first round.
Off the green. You were Mr. Nolta and Fred.
Seriously.
It was awesome.
Me put one across the cart path. I put it closer than any of my chip shots that I put in.
Dude, the grass in Florida, especially right now, it's so thin. So you just, take advantage of what you're working with. Yeah. If it's May, I'm not telling you to hit that shot. Right. You know what I mean?
Or if I'm sitting up here in Michigan in the
right, of course. Yeah.
Oh, dude, and then we were relaxing back at the Airbnb. What was that? Was that Thursday night when you had that blind incident?
Oh, when I pulled the blinds?
Yeah. That was Thursday night.
I think it was Thursday night.
Yeah. We're just cooling on the couch and watching a movie.
Wolf of Wall Street, wasn't it?
Yeah. So classic.
And I don't know, it's nice outside and I wanted to see out the window. So I just, from where I'm sitting, I'm leaning back and I pull the whole string across my body and literally the whole blind system is falling down from the window. I'm froze and didn't even do nothing. Look back at Nick what the fuck is that?
And then you were like, oh no, you gotta be fucking kidding me, man.
I got him back up though. It was
we didn't touch him again.
It was just like a channel slot that they were in, so you had to pull the string straight down and not across because I moved the whole thing out of the channel and then it fell out of there.
Well, good thing you didn't have to go to the hospital.
And that night I was out on the couch. I slept on the couch. The
second night? Yeah. Night.
Second night I sleep out on the couch and Nick goes in his room. And I'm out there just shutting the lights off, about to get ready to lay down. And when there's a ceiling fan, I'm like, well, shit, I'll turn the ceiling fan on. And literally it moves the whole fan. It's jingling around the ceiling.
It's getting ready to fall off. The destination, his ass.
And the one chain is just going off the light ting, ting.
Dude, I was in bed for 3 minutes. All of a sudden I hear... and I just started laughing. I
hear helicopter landing.
I hear Kooly go and grab the cord and start.
I can hear just turn it off, bust out, just start dying laughing, and I was like, I tried to turn the fan on. It wasn't a good idea.
Basically, Kooly wasn't allowed to touch any part of the house.
do anything in the house. I didn't try to raise the blinds. I didn't try to turn any fans on. I didn't do nothing after that.
You did lose a bet to Nick on one of the days.
I did. We were about the same distance away.
Yeah, about 40 yards.
I think it was about 52.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think because I remember in the video I said it was like 53 yards. And we were literally on opposite sides of the fairway, and I ended up chunking mine, and Nick ended up putting his on the green. Probably the shot that cost me that 2-hole tournament.
Yeah, honestly.
And so the bet was I was going to take some mushrooms if I didn't chip it closer than he did.
I had to. That was the good bet. I felt like
I was a little nervous. I don't know. I've been talked to by a couple people about taking them, and I've just been kind of nervous. But it was like the perfect time. We were literally just sitting at the house with a couple of my best friends. So we were just hanging out. And I ended up popping a cap in the stem, and I ended up staying up until like 2 a.m. watching Wolf of Wall Street, just bug-eyed.
Laughing harder than he's ever laughed at that movie.
So I had a great time. Doing them, and
good. I'm glad you had a good time.
It didn't put a damper on anything. It actually made it better. Though.
Good. Fuck yeah. Good. I'm glad you had a good time. So overall, good trip. Everyone had a great time.
10 out of 10 on the trip.
Yeah, the trip's great. Where we stayed, like we said,
weather, food
was awesome. Yeah,
golf,
weather, food.
Yeah,
it was great. Honestly, so I had a great time. We have the Valspar going on right now. We'll update you guys with that. Who wins next week?
Yeah. Let's our picks real quick. Let's just update on our picks. After last week, what do we points at? Everybody's at like what?
We don't have to talk about that. We'll wait till the end of the season. No, I'm kidding. I'm at like 4. I think Nick's at 10 or 11, and Snyder's at like 10 or 11 or somewhere around.
Because you guys didn't lose any point.
And I lost.
Cody lost one.
I heard minus the point this week. My guy missed the cut. Lee. Steve's guy took. I think he took Adam had one.
Yeah, and he was T21 at the end of yesterday.
He's not going to make top 25 though. So I'll be tied with Steve after this week. Cody's still in third place.
Missed the cut again.
He's going to try and make a comeback. During the majors,
I'm just marinating for the majors.
He's gonna pick a winner in a major.
Double point majors. I'm just gonna pick the winner, Scotty. I'm riding Scotty all 4 majors.
Jab at Steve. How about the fuck Mac home?
We were blitzed. When we went down. We all like to partake in a little marijuana, and we didn't organize any of it. We just brought down what we brought down, and we had quite a bit. We got a little lit one night, a little extra lit one night, and I think we had just seen a Max Homa highlight or something. And then was it Blue that said it first, or Nick? You said it first, I think.
I said everybody just text Max Homa.
Yeah,
text Steve, say fuck Max Homa.
And we were like, let's do it. So we texted Steve, fuck Max Homa at the same time.
We made sure we didn't do it in a group text, that everybody did it individually.
Show him how much we care. And he had some good Steve's always got a good comeback. He got good ones the whole time. Sorry, I'm still scrolling, trying to find your guys.
Where Cody?
Steve's got him.
That was good. That was a good moment of the trip.
We had a great time. And for the Valspar, who'd you pick this week, Nick?
Lee.
You said Lee. Yeah, my guy fucking I can't remember who I picked.
Cody doesn't.
He didn't even make the cut though. Sorry, a little sauced up right now.
There you go.
Brian Harmon.
He's been doing so well.
We watched him play at the Players too, and
he's been doing so well. But of course, this is my year to just. Cam Young's balling after I picked him 2 weeks ago, and he almost missed the cut or did miss the cut.
So what? Steve's got to make top 25 to get a point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't this week, we'll be tied next week.
Okay.
So I was up by 1, but I minus the point. So as long as you don't get a point,
you're right.
boy, we're all right.
I like hearing updates on that game.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying our best to keep it entertaining, and I'm trying to let these guys get a little bit of a lead before I come back. You know me, I like to wait a little bit.
My brother Kyle wanted to do it with Flav and them because he thought it was fucking sweet. He's like, dude, I wish Flav and them would do something like this because it just makes it more fun and interesting. You watch golf.
You watch it.
I watch every weekend. I might as well. I'm not betting anymore. I might as well just throw a name out so that we have something to root for.
Have something to root for.
Yeah, of course. So, but yeah, we had a great time. I think that's about it. I didn't get to play.
I think we covered everything. I don't think do you have anything else you guys want to talk about? We kind of covered players, vacation, weather, all that jazz.
Yeah.
Definitely check out the video on YouTube, the 2-hole match with Kooly. Like I said when we were down there,
it's a good one.
I have another one coming out. We just did one quick hole. I'll just put it as like Nick and Kooly playing this hole or something.
Play one
like
hole.
Feature, like a. Because it's just one hole. We had a bunch of things going on. We had to be quick, but yeah.
I mean, honestly, down there too, the golf courses were stacked. There was people on them golf.
We made it work. Goodness, I didn't golf.
It was good. It was cool.
I don't think we could have made that work. Maybe a one-hole one.
Yeah.
It was great. I enjoyed caddying. I did. I mean, that might have been the first time I think I've ever caddied. Josh has done it for us.
It was pretty cool to be able to hand my club to somebody and somebody talking me through a little bit of a shot too.
Yeah, it was great.
Just not watching.
The main thing I really just focused on was trying to get them to say what they wanted to do. I didn't really give any recommendations, of course.
That's what I liked about the video too, the challenge, because you were walking up to me, walk me through what you're trying to do here. Okay, 100 yards with a pitch and wedge.
Of course.
I think even on that bad chip shot, if you watch the video, me and Nick literally say the same thing. There's a backstop behind the pin.
That's what
we're gonna carry. I want to carry it a little bit further past the pin. It can hit that backstop, and I didn't notice it at first until the second time I watched the video. And I'm like, no shit. Me and Nick literally say the same thing from the same shot. No,
it was a great time. Glad I got to go out.
The same shot there. We were thinking the same thing. That's fine. All right, y'all. I think that's it. I think we're going to cut it here. Thanks for tuning in to another 3 Pars and a Birdie podcast. Definitely check out the other videos, any of the other podcasts before this one. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, comment, do all that. We'll see you guys on the next time. Don't forget to use your one time.
See you again. 3 Pars and a Birdie.
All right.